I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Blow your mind.
Ooh, why you do that like that? Like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My bad. You ain't get too bad. My bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Yeah. Go your then run it back.
Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Hello?
That's the jag calling.
Let me click over real quick.
To let my jag talk it.
I eat it. Ooh, Pac-Man.
That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress.
You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like,
who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold.
Over and out.
That's gonna make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Ooh, why you do that? Why are you mad like that? Like that?
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Down, ready, back 25, 54. Get that quarterback at all costs.
tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
21.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. A first down run by Barkley unsuccessful as he won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Back 61, matchbox lights. Set. Hey, high 7. Five.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Watch the curl.
Ryan. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, express. Hey, Echo.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. 21.
Mike spot 4.
Here's Ryan. And he comes back with one complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You go take.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check. Blue draw forces. Got it. 22.
Check 49. Check 49. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
All right, 25 tonight.
Now it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Just wait. Check. Protein spill. Check. Oh, Eddie, sit on it. Ready to go.
They toss to Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
51.
Alert flare.
22.
Switch. Showing it.
Get up.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the side. Now let that happen here as we take over again.
Check. 39.
Check.
They'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
Gun. Hey, 59, ready. Ready, set.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. On 3rd down, Taylor, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good job there defensively to stop him for a gain of just 4, and that'll bring up 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd and a couple. Jones, they'll set up the screen to Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
Let's go now.
From Falcon territory now, here's first. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late. Going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31.
Hey, rock it, rock, shoot.
It's Barkley on the counter. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing Jones. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Rosas' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really...
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, Tuesday.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. On 2nd down now, it's Freeman. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He completes it to Julio Jones. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, exit.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
$12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
54. Watch the screen. 21. Hey, alert 3. Alert 3.
Taylor. And an alley to run. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to third and 3 now.
That was a really nice run there to bring up third and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on third.
They can't hang with us. Under white. Check. Space. Motion. Check. 51, sub. Check 3.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin. Chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 30-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7.
64. Check nickel. Check.
They'll go to Barkley again. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, You and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Go. X3. 218. Chop.
Back to throw. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Well contained there defensively. The screen gets only a yard, and it's fourth. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And it played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Check right.
Looking to throw on second down. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And his throw is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Complete to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right there. 54. Hey, check. 54 Mike.
Here's Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
He's coming. We got double up. Ready to go.
On third down, Freeman. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I go ahead and pump the football myself.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery, but on fourth down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Topper. Ready?
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got trick this side. We got three.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike 5'9". All day. Switch.
6-6. Pull it hot. Shoot.
Jones now on third down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going.
At their own